Yat Eshk Edoshidina Cassie John, Miss Indian World, inviting you to the Miss Indian World traditional presentations. Thursday, April 24th at the Albuquerque Convention Center. Showtime at 7 p.m. See you there.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
The Gathering of Nations, we've had over 3,300 dancers in the Grand Entry.
We're represented, not only the natives, but every race in the world, and everybody's invited.
There's a magic about the gathering.
Free speech and hate speech are not the same thing. Hate speech can cost someone their peace of mind, safety, and even their life, things no one can afford to lose. Think before you post. The more you know.
Yat Eshk Edoshidina Cassie John, Miss Indian World, inviting you to the Miss Indian World traditional presentations. Thursday, April 24th at the Albuquerque Convention Center. Showtime at 7 p.m. See you there.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
The Gathering of Nations, we've had over 3,300 dancers in the Grand Entry.
We're represented, not only the natives, but every race in the world, and everybody's invited.
There's a magic about the gathering.
Free speech and hate speech are not the same thing. Hate speech can cost someone their peace of mind, safety, and even their life, things no one can afford to lose. Think before you post. The more you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, our indigenous relatives from the Aotearoa, New Zealand, they are Wairoa Tapo Korau. And now, ladies and gentlemen, friends and relations, please welcome your 2024 Miss Indian World contestants. Here they come. These young ladies are proud to be representing their families, communities, and tribes. They honor us with their presence, coming from all directions: Oklahoma, Canada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Florida, Arizona, California, Alabama, New Mexico, Washington, Idaho, Minnesota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Alaska. We'd like to especially acknowledge our contestants' families, friends, and supporters who've made their journeys here possible. A heartfelt welcome from us all to these young women who empower us with their native pride and dignity. These women inspire and uplift us as they embark on a shared, unique journey of Indigenous sisterhood. And one who has certainly done her part, ladies and gentlemen, is our reigning Miss Indian World from 2023-24, Tori McConnell. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Our hosts extraordinaire for tonight's enchanting evening, award-winning Canadian First Nations activist, film and television producer Lisa Meaches, and powwow personality, always bringing the good vibes, Gathering of Nations powwow spokesman Jason Whitehouse.
Miss Indian World, Tori McConnell, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her another big round of applause.
See, look, they said my name and everybody went, hey, Jason got real pretty. Tori comes walking on out.
Steal the thunder.
And walk it out, walk it out. Give her another round of applause.
Welcome. Awesome job. What did you guys think of the opening number? Wasn't that amazing? Wow. Wow.
Yep. All right, I'm going to try. But that was a beautiful opening by Waira Tapakoroa from Aotearoa, New Zealand. I've been practicing. From 3 different generations with roots steeped in tradition and innovation, this Maori Kapahaka bring to life the essence of their heritage and honor the share and part of their identity with all of us tonight. Let's give them another round of applause.
They were amazing. Now, I know it was more than just me that made this 1,000-mile pilgrimage to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Who else drove here? I want to give a big shout out to our Manitoba contingent who came all the way here to Miss Indian World to watch all of these young women do their best for you. Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And before we begin, let's introduce our judges, shall we? Okay. Tante Vihel, who is Sikandu, Lakota, and Tuxi Pueblo. Is that correct? I know I chopped it up. Yes. And she's the proud daughter of Camille and Gilles Vihel. She's a loving mother to Sunny Rose, Sunshine, and Jude, and the admiring Say-So to Enzo and Rosie. She is also an activist and a community member and currently the president and CEO of Nota Begay III Foundation. Let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you for being here.
And one of our other judges, Mr. Michael Garcia, stand on up.
Woo!
He is from Tamaya, which is also known as the Santa Ana Pueblo. He is a Keres language instructor, storyteller, traditional song composer, and moccasin maker. Michael is also the creator of the podcast Life of a Dog on the Res, in which he shares funny, cringeworthy, and inspirational stories from his beloved Pueblo homelands and Turtle Island that uplifts the soul and heals our spirits. Let's give him a round of applause.
Wonderful. And of course, Miss Charlotte Little comes from Pueblos of San Felipe and Teos, and she currently serves the constituents of House District 68 as a state representative in the New Mexico State Legislature. She's also devoted much of her adult life to the promotion of Indigenous women in their professional political career and is currently serving as the president of Emerge New Mexico. Congratulations. Let's give her another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Next up, we have Nico Montano. She is bittersweet and from the Nakai. She is the winner of the Ultimate Fighter Show Season 26, and she is the former inaugural women's first UFC flyweight champion, making her the first Native American UFC champion in history.
Congratulations.
I was going to say, if there's any questioning on the judges, you got to go through her first.
You have to go through her. That's how it works here. And Mr. Ed Weber. Ed Weber is the managing director of American Airlines in Phoenix, Arizona, where he and his family live. This is his second gathering of nations that he has attended, and I'm certainly not going to be its last either. So let's give it up for our judges, ladies and gentlemen.
And with that, we'll start things off. We can bring out our first contestant, contestant number 1, Araya LaRose. She is 21 years old, representing the Kashaya Band of Pomo Indians. She comes to us from, go ahead, cheer.
Cheer.
Don't be scared. So she comes to us from Stewart Point Rancheria Reservation in California. Tonight she'll be making the clapper. So with that, we give you Araya LaRose.
Chamai, Araya Shishamajeto, Kashaya Bakaeya, He En Maya Iwa, Ori Tareto, Bimachi, Nene Tank Ao, Beat Ad Ao, Ori Beat Ao, Shoshamchi Me, Pat M, Shio, Mubetado Adu, Tekale, Da Chewu Kaleisha, Mens En, Shoots Ao. Oh, chak ao, machidun wuk o chedu. Bene la mes at o, suwa, mens eba, kashka. Oh, chak ao, beli, mens en, beli, bat a. Duku, o di bat ao. Ho, hoi, ho. ya ha. Ho hoi ho, hoi ho, hey ya ha ya ha. Ho hoi ho, hoi ho, hey ya ha ya ha. Ho hoi ho, hey ya ha. Ni ko ho kana ha, du she hey kana ha. A to to ho, hey ya ha, ha hey. Oh, Yahui.
Wonderful. Let's give her another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful job. Contestant number 2, Zeneca LeClaire Harrigara. She's 24 years old, representing the tribe of Ota, Missouri. She is from Red Rock, Oklahoma. Tonight, her talent presentation, she'll be speaking of her lineage and singing a children's song. She loves to play some rezball and is learning archery. She believes that our ancestors' prayers are the answers, and what you're seeing tonight is part of that. So let's give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Contestant number 2.
Aha, mayada na yemi ganiki, chehegere jeki, juedin tachiniki. Hello everyone, my name is Zeneca LeClaire, and my Indian name is Mayada Nayemi, standing on the Earth Woman. And today I speak to you about my Oto Missouri lineage. And not only that, but I'm singing a children's song, a turtle song. And as you can see here, there is floral designs on this. Many people think we are from the woodland tribes from up north. We were there a long time ago. The Oto and the Missouri were 2 different tribes. They came together because of land disputes, because of colonization coming to us. And along with the north, we used to hunt the buffalo. And they used to take care of us, and now we take care of them. I no longer eat the buffalo. That is my relative. This is my cousin. And among my tribe, there are 7 different clans: the bear, the buffalo, the beaver, the elk, the eagle, owl, and pigeon. And amongst many of our tribe, we still pray with our medicines. We pray with whatever we're gifted, with sage, with sweetgrass, with cedar, and tobacco. And among that, with praying, we trade amongst many tribes. I was able to learn this through a workshop and everything, being able to do that and carry on this knowledge, and being able to keep going in life. And not only that, but we have our language that is becoming revitalized. Along with this book, it went from this to Google Docs to Zoom classes, from the elders to the youths. And I was able to see that, witness that throughout the past year, throughout COVID and everything. And among the youth, they inspire me. They inspired me to be here and be an Oto Missouri woman and to speak to you all today. And not only that, but the youth, they inspire me. And this song, I'm not only going to sing it to you all here, but I'm singing to all of the children in all 4 directions, because we know that there's a war going on. There's genocide, things that happen to our people that are happening today. And I want them to feel like children and be loved, because that is something that we all need, with land rights, with water rights, and basic human rights. And today, I will sing it to you. Keta hanji datute, hey yo he yo he, keta hanji datute, hey yo he yo he, keta hanji datute, hey yo he yo he, keta hanji datute, hey yo he yo he. What a grow kiki, thank you.
Yat Eshk Edo Shidina, Cassie John, Miss Indian World, inviting you to the Miss Indian World traditional presentations, Thursday, April 24th at the Albuquerque Convention Center. Showtime at 7 p.m. See you there!
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
The Gathering of Nations, we've had over 3,300 dancers in the Grand Entry.
we're represented, you know, not only the native, but every race in the world, and everybody's invited.
There's a magic about the gathering.
Free speech and hate speech are not the same thing. Hate speech can cost someone their peace of mind, safety, and even their life. Things no one can afford to lose. Think before you post. The more you know.
Ooh-cha. All right, next up, we'll be bringing out contestant number 3, Bree Peters. She is 18 years old. She's representing the Yakima tribe, coming to us from Yakima Nation, Washington. Tonight, her talent will be the butterfly dance. Bree also shared the ambition is her greatest strength, and she is pursuing a career as a dental hygienist. She likes to play basketball, and some of her hobbies are puzzles and running. So with that, give a round of applause to contestant number 3, Bree Peters.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hati Patim. My white name is Bree Peters, and I come to you from the Yakima Indian Reservation up in Washington State. Today, I will be demonstrating the butterfly dance, and at the beginning, you'll see me cover my face, and that has to deal with the caterpillar being in the chrysalis before it transforms into the butterfly. And then after that, you're going to see me go like this, which represents sadness and grief and tears, since this song and dance is about grief and healing. Sorry. And then you're going to, in the story, it says that the lady, she sees one of the butterflies fly by, or dance by, it says, and then she eventually sees the whole field of the butterflies, and then she joins. So now I'm going to show you the story through my dance and the song. That's how we show us.
That was amazing. Contestant number 4, Tomlin Billy. She's 23 years old, representing the Seminole tribe of Florida. Her hometown is Big Site for Seminole Indian Reservation in Florida. Tonight, her talent presentation is the Seminole tribe of Florida patchwork. She is a huge fan of the Miami heat, and Tomlin also enjoys drawing, painting, and snacking on pumpkin fry bread. Let's give her a big round of applause. Contestant number 4.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tomlin Billy, and with the items I made tonight, that I've made, my talent tonight is sewing patchwork and the many different items you can make with it. In the early 1900s, our people would trade hide for cotton fabrics. Our ladies would then take that and would craft clothing for their families. And the first outfits that were made are called old style traditional clothing, which I am currently wearing. And our ladies did not have bias tape, so they would cut strips of fabric and sew them together. Then, when we started doing patchworks, it was because our ladies became inspired by the objects, animals, and Mother Nature. If you can see from my dress over here, from bottom to top, my patchworks are storm, rain, and fire. And then my cape over here has lightning. And another item of mine that demonstrates traditional patchwork is this baby blanket. And it has bird, city, road, and man on horse. And one more item. This has the fire patchwork that I explained earlier, but this is a hat, and it was inspired by baby bonnets. But don't worry, you can also make them for adult sizes too. Now moving on to the modern patchworks. Our ladies, they wanted to be more creative with their patchwork designs, and they wanted to be more complex. So the pillow, the little girl skirt, and also this tote bag right here, it has the modern patchworks on there, and you can put Velcro on the top here. Right now I have the New Mexico pin. Now my last item I have is my patchwork flowers. Right now they're kind of droopy. I should probably water them later in the room. But, haha! I hand sewed them onto crafting wire, and then I secured them with crafting wire as well. I'll just hold it. Now, in present day, we have male seamstresses along with our many talented ladies throughout the Seminole tribe and our relatives, the Miccosukee tribe. And when I first made patchwork was when I was 8 years old. Thank you, Shinabasha.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
All right. All right, next up we're going to have contestant number 5, Claudia McHenry. She is 25 years old, representing the Muskogee Nation, coming to us from Lamar, Oklahoma. Tonight she'll be singing a Muskogee lullaby. Claudia is inspired to complete her Master's of Public Health degree, says she never takes no as an answer, considers no as an opportunity to work harder. And one of her favorite foods from her tribe are cornbread and wild onions. So with that, give a round of applause to contestant number 5, Claudia McHenry.
Kamagadis moment owibucks. Mujayafki chihijiga hislidos jay. Amilegida hodokoki moment amidowo tomochezidos. Chihamawitia Muskogee idawa adai tonga chikejiges. Greetings and welcome. It is good to see you this evening. I am Wind Clan, and my tribal town is Tomochezi. I stand before you saying I am of the Muskogee Nation. Tonight, my presentation is an ode to the Muskogee women, the keepers, teachers, and overseers of the Muskogee way of life. I am sharing the story behind the Muskogee lullaby called Baby Noja, which embodies the definition of what it means to be a Muskogee woman. This lullaby was forged during the forced removal of my people called the Ninistimithka, which is better known as the Trail of Tears. My people were pushed from our homelands in Alabama and Georgia and were forced to walk 750 miles to Indian Territory, or what is presently known as Oklahoma. Through this journey, my people endured harsh weather conditions, malnourishment, and cruelty from the soldiers who guided their excursion. Many of the Muskogee died during this time, and those left to mourn were demanded to leave the bodies of their loved ones and to continue forward. At the end of a hard day's walk, the soldiers would sound their bugle horns to signal that it was time to sleep. The disruption of this loud tune would cause the babies to cry. On this journey, a crying baby meant life or death, as the soldiers would stop at nothing to quiet them. To soothe them, the women would sing Baby Noja to the tune of the bugle horns. The lullaby goes like this. Baby Noja, 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 Boja Hobogan, I am Jake, Boxy Noja. I chose to share this song and story with you all today to give an insight into my upbringing as a Muskogee woman. My mother would sing this lullaby to my sister and I when we were children. It would instill in us to never forget the sacrifice of our ancestors, or their strength and ability to create positivity and hope in times of hardship. This lullaby is a testament to our women and how they're able to turn a tragedy into beauty through their sheer resiliency and their struggle to survive. Muskogee Hoktiki Sabaklit, Ajagi Jagathis, Estofis Mijagit, Estofis Mijagathis, Mado Moman Haram Chiachathis. Muskogee women stand and protect, always have, and always will. Thank you, and I will see you again.
Resiliency, absolute resiliency. Contestant number 6, Cassidy Murphy. She's 23 years old, representing the board or porch band of Creek Indians and from Atmore, Alabama. Tonight, her talent presentation, she'll share the history and demonstration of the stomp dance. And she noted that she has 2 miniature donkeys named Loretta and Patsy. Let's give her a big round of applause. Contestant number 6.
Hishjay, Cassidy Murphy, Judge of Garoan, Isti Muskogee Does, Porch the Lovin' a Day Dundawazen, Atmore, Alabama, Legados. Tonight, I come humbly before you to share a piece of my culture, the history of stomp dancing. Stomp dancing is one of the oldest dances in existence today. Indigenous peoples of the Southeast have been stomp dancing for thousands of years. The stomp dance doesn't start till after the sun goes down, and we dance all night long. The Muskogee Creek men lead each dance by singing prayers. The women provide the rhythm for each dance with shakers that are tied to their legs. These shakers produce a beautifully specific sound. Traditionally, the shakers would have been made from turtle shells or deer toes. But today, due to the scarcity of the box turtle, which inhabits the southeast regions of the United States, these shakers are made from condensed milk cans. The Creek men and women line up and dance in a counterclockwise circular motion around the fire. The fire is a symbolic way to lift our prayers to the Creator. It also provides warmth and light for each dance. Each dance begins with a call out. Like many of your native languages, my language does not have a word for goodbye. Hadam, Jatlis. See you all soon. Mado!
Woo-cha! All right, next we have contestant number 7, Sydney Lynn Matheson. She is 25 years old, representing the Colville Confederated Tribes in Coeur d'Alene. She comes to us from Nespelem, Washington. Tonight, her talent will be the Okanagan Salish animal story. She'll be telling the story of the mouse and the grizzly. She is a student enjoys playing lacrosse, and a true woman of Columbia. A Kurdish talent that she has is preparing fresh eel with her bare hands. So let's give a round of applause to contestant number 7, Sydney Lynn Matheson.
Naxilu. Isquis Sydney Matheson Olinyatachin. Eason Hosquis Squimka Miuchin Hihiwatum. Hello, my relatives. My name is Sydney Matheson in English. My traditional name is Rainbow Girl. I come to you from the Cauble Confederated Tribes out of north central Washington State. And today I'll be sharing a Chaptiquus. Chaptiquus are animal people stories. Long ago, there were only animals that roamed this earth. And then came animal people. And then came us. The animals left us these stories to teach us morals, share laughter, and offer joy during the long winter months. Now, Chaptiquus are normally only told in the winter months, so I thought it was fitting that I tell you a story set in the winter, at our longhouse, at a winter dance. The interior Salish people call the winter dance also a Chinook dance, a medicine dance, a warm dance, and a jump dance. These are because our longhouse is warm. We sing and dance all night long, and our dance looks like this. Kwakwuna sets terknich. Isk ailu adsam kwakwuna. Chusoch hui in kunich. Isen you hasin kuni. Mouse was winter dancing, and the people looked at Mouse, and they said, "Go on, sing, share your song." But Mouse was shy, so he stepped forward and he said, "Incha ken quikwina, lu ken tak islam." And the people stirred. So this confused Mouse, he stepped forward again and said louder, "Incha ken quikwina, lu ken tak islam." And everybody danced all night long. Today, Mouse's song still is, "Incha ken quikwina, lu ken tak islam." I am Mouse. I do not have a song. Kilauna ihatuso sturknich to Grizzly Bear, the head of the winter dance, told Mouse, "Mouse, you are a good singer. Thank you for your song," and gifted Mouse his long tail. Now, Mouse still wears his long tail. He told Kilauna, "Ninois kin hitamin." Mouse said, "Later, I will help you. Even big people need help sometimes. And if you ever find yourself in interior Salish country, come winter dance with me. Lim lim, Nino isas riktimin."
You, contestant number 8, Sharon Otero. She's 24 years old, from Dene. She's representing the Dene Nation from Nagelzi, New Mexico. Tonight, her talent presentation is the Navajo Stir Sticks. A fond memory of Sharon's is visiting her great-grandmother in Cactus Canyon and playing in the shed with her cousins and sisters. Let's give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Contestant number 8.
Hey ya neya yanga neya eya neya eya hey neyanga hey neya eya neya eya hey neyanga hey neya eya neya eya hey neyanga hey neya eya edesiniye yo gay ne jone gola edesiniye do ijiye ne jone gola edesiniye da haltiniye ne jone gola edesiniye bahatiniye ne jone gola bod kana jeniye tiana kana tiniye ne jone gola neya eya hey neya nga hey yat esh edoshidene she esh ranatar yinisye adonan shlinigi ashienshli kia ani bashishchin nakaida na dashache Kiltachini deshanale, akot ego dene astana. 'Astana 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 Good evening, friends, family, and judges. The song I just shared for you was about the Edisine. The Edisine are Navajo stir sticks. The Edisine come from Duwuje, greasewood. The Edisine are given to a young woman at her coming of age ceremony, where she stirs the batter to her Navajo earth cake. Us women have these in our household for protection from starvation and famine. Eya neya yanga neya eya neya eya hey neyanga hey neya eya neya eya hey neyanga hey God at the sinniate I'll take go toasted yinit angola Najane go pain in the shato Najane go say sa Najane go pain in the tranco. Thank you. Yahash. Kedoshidana.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
All right. Next up, we have contestant number 9, Alexis Ojik. She is 24 years old, representing the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation, coming to us from the Kitigan-Zibi Anishinaabe, Quebec, Canada. Tonight, the traditional Anishinaabe way of life. Her indigenous hero is Autumn Peltier, who became a youth clean water advocate at 8 years old and is now the chief water commissioner for the Anishinaabe Nation. Her favorites include moose meat, reservation dogs, the TV show, and making jewelry and artwork with birch bark. So with that, give her a round of applause to contestant number 9, Alexis Ojik.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us this evening to help us celebrate and share our nation's traditional talents. Alexis Ojik Nindijana Cause, Nin Dojugo, Nin Anishinaabe Kwe, Kitigan-Zibi Anishinaabe Canada, Nin Dojaba. This evening, I will be sharing some teachings about birch bark and how my ancestors' ingenuity enabled us to create pieces that were essential to our everyday life as nomadic people. This ingenuity and resourcefulness is the foundation of our way of life since time immemorial. To harvest birch bark, we first made an incision in the outer bark of the tree and peeled the bark gently back. It is important for us to acknowledge Mother Earth and all that she provides us because she is our main source. It is important to tread lightly. This means that we take care of nature and we only take what is needed. Once we have harvested the birch bark, we are now able to make items that are essential to us, like the chiman, the canoe. The canoe was our main mode of transportation and is made of 4 main materials: birch bark, cedar, spruce wood, and spruce gum. The ribs in the chiman are easily removable in case there was a need to repair. There were no nails, no screws, or glue used for the chiman. It was held together from the pressure of the bark and the ribs together. The little chiman, the baby canoe, was made for newborn babies, and when they became 3 months old, they were then transferred to a big old cradle board called a tuckanoggin. The wigwam was our home, our traditional home, and was made from piling pieces of birch bark on top of each other. The birch basket was made for storing, collecting, and even cooking our food. They were durable and easy to make. This birch bark has etched designs of leaves and wolves and can only be done on birch bark. I'm sure many of us have heard of designer purse brands. Well, for the Anishinaabe, our version of Gucci is our birch basket. It can fit anything. our keys, our wallet, and even that lucky bingo dabber. The birch bark is essential to us. It is the foundation of our identity. Miigwech. Thank you.
These young ladies are given exactly 3 minutes to practice this, and so we spent the entire day. So when you see the lights and they're watching it, they have to get off within 30 seconds. So when we wrap up like that, that's what that means. So they're being indicated by the light system down here. So good for them for learning that. Let's give them another big round of applause. They've been working really, really hard. Contestant number 10. Lehua, Lonnie Dosella. She's 23 years old from Accomatanum. Her hometown is Gila River Indian community in Arizona. That's one of my favorite places. She'll be singing a traditional bird song. Luana, or Lehua, is aiming to become a firefighter for the Gila River Indian community. So let's give it up for her.
Skagirinig, Sapantakamyoy, Visichamui. Tonight I will be sharing a traditional Akimaratam Nyoy song. This song is sung from the Oriole bird's perspective. In this song, the Oriole shares how he hears the ancestors singing in the distance. From the direction that he hears the singing, he feels a great wind pushing and pulling against him. As the wind continues to pull him, he realizes that the ancestors are calling him to go sing with them. And so he does. I share this song with you all to remind each of you that as Indigenous people, we all come from a great lineage, and it is important to remember to carry the teachings with us by learning our himdag, our ways of life. Remember that when you feel the winds of life pushing and pulling against you, that you are who your ancestors sang about in their ceremonies. You are the answers to their prayers. When you place your hand upon your heart and feel the beating therein, remember that that is the rhythm of your ancestors' songs. Remember this as I share this song. Via mogamo vamama kanyata. Via mogamo vamama kanyata. Ame chai dame avareta sapoma nakai sevo pia poita gano nyavarimata kunye kaya dama voshanyem voeta sapoma nagatam ganai voe vanyai mata. Via mogamo vamama kanyata. Via mogamo vamama kanyata. Ame chai dame avareta sapoma nakai sevo pia poita gano nyavarimata. Kunye kaya tama voshanyem voeta sapoma nagatam ganai voe vanyai mata. Sapo, thank you.
All right, next up, we're going to bring out contestant number 11, Chavonnet Bush. She is 22 years old, representing the Gun Lake tribe, coming from Wayland, Michigan. Tonight she'll be hoop dancing. She is also aspiring to become a NASA aerospace engineer and has been inspired by Mary Golda Ross, the first Native American female engineer in history. She enjoys snacking on sour gummy worms and spicy rice cakes. She also has the coolest service poodle, Jax. You'll probably see him around. He's a cool dog. She also has a hobby of hers is puppy training for Paws with a Cause. So give a round of applause to contestant number 11, Chavonnet Bush.
Bonjour, my relatives. taught by my family that at 6 months old, I picked up my first hoop and declared to the Creator that I would become a hoop dancer. The Creator gave us these hoops to teach all Indigenous people that we are unified as one, and that with the circle of life, we are reminded that all things grow, change, and work together in this circle of life. These 4 markings on my hoop also represent the cardinal markings of our directions to guide us in that Manobamadzwin, that good life. And so now I would like to present to you my hoop dance, and please enjoy. Chini Butch.
Wonderful. Contestant number 12. Her name is Devlin Hall. She's 22 years old, representing the Shoshone-Bannock tribes. She's from Fort Hall Indian Reservation in Idaho. Tonight, her talent presentation is traditional obsidian tool making. She is part-time at the Idaho National Guard and would like to serve one day in active duty in the United States Army. Some of her favorites are the kids at the Boys and Girls Club, rabbit soup, which is my favorite, and spam and bannock bread. Let's give her a big round of applause as she makes her way up. Contestant number 12.
Saldave Nananawana, Nanani Hadazi Omayapet na Shoshone Bannock. Good day, my people. My name is Star Woman. I am Shoshone Bannock. I brought with me some very special tools, but first I'd like to introduce you to someone. My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Chief Buffalo Horn. He was described as courageous, intelligent, and proud as Lucifer, with beautiful eyes not unlike a cross between an eagle's and an antelope's. He was a Bannock leader who led many warriors during the 1878 Bannock War. This war was started over Camas. When the Bannocks arrived to the Camas Prairie, they came to the sight of pigs feasting on our traditional major food source. Angry and hurt, it was our warriors who stood up and fought. Tools they used consisted of dupia, black point, and bioihi, big knife. Many of these tools lost to time are now placed in museums, but through flint knapping, I am able to recreate these tools for my family's use. And just like him, I too am a warrior. I serve in the Idaho National Guard for many reasons, one being to carry on this warrior legacy. But on the other side, as a young woman, the most important tool you hold is your wihi. When a girl is able to scrape hides or prepare meat for her family, she is eligible to earn her knife holder. A woman's knife holder, often decorated with beadwork of family designs. She keeps this on her for utility and protection. Now, flint knapping is a man's job, but many skills that are traditionally a man's job are being broken every day. Women today are hunters, leaders, protectors, and I am an example of that. As a Waiapitukusu, woman soldier, I am proud and honored to have these tools that my ancestors have used, and to have learned the skill of flint knapping to share these tools with future generations. When our tribal youth, boys and girls, grow up to be strong, capable young men and women, the tools that they are given in life are different. But some tools, such as these, are made of the same material. To have these tools is to earn these tools. And on this life journey of being a creator of tools, I accept this responsibility of crafting with intention and incorporate this practice by filling my life with meaningful and purposeful things. These are Shoshone and Bannock teachings I grew up with, for I am Shoshone Bannock first. Thank you for your time. Navishe. Oos.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
You know, why don't we give our stagehands a round of applause? They've been moving along pretty good all day. Part of Emergence Company helping us out. Next up, we're going to be bringing out contestant number 13, Rosalina Hunt. She is 22 years old, representing the Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe. Coming to us from Cass Lake, Minnesota. Tonight, her talent will be the story of the jingle dress. And one of her favorite tribal foods is wild rice hot dish. She also is interested in acting and once met Kiowa Gordon of Reservation Dogs, who shared encouraging words with her. If it's in your heart, pursue it someday. So with that, give a round of applause to contestant number 13, Rosalinda Hunt.
Hello everyone. We all carry significant stories from our nations that we hold dear in our hearts and share within our respective communities to keep our stories preserved. Today, I'm sharing the jingle dress story, also known as the healing dress. The dance originated in the early 1900s with the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe. There was a medicine man who had reoccurring dreams of 4 women in dresses adorned with metal cones. In his dream, it showed a process of creating and performing of these dresses, showcasing light footwork, dancing in the forward motion in a zigzag pattern without turning completely around or dancing backwards. The medicine man shared his dream with his wife, where she incorporated 4 dresses into 4 colors: red, blue, green, and yellow that he had envisioned. During a drum ceremony, there was a girl laying there off to the side, not feeling very well, and couldn't get up. When she heard the beautiful sounds of the dresses, resembling a rain falling, she got up and danced with those ladies, and her health had improved dancing with those women in those jingle dresses, which is why the Ojibwe people refer it to as a healing dress. The jingle dress holds great significance within our Ojibwe communities. Over the years, things have changed when it comes to the jingle dress. We have old style and contemporary style now. It's been formed by girls, women, and 2 spirited individuals. Wearing the healing dress symbolizes a significance of unity to promote healing through sounds and prayer, resilience to show our present identities, and strength among each Anishinaabe Ikwe throughout Indian country. By upholding our traditions and stories, I strive to honor the legacy of those who paved the way for all of us to continue dancing in our ceremonies and powwows. Miigwech Bizindawiye, I'm Rosalina Hunt from the Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe. Thank you for listening to me and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you so much. Contestant number 14, Ms. Taylor Campbell. She's 25 years old, representing the Oglala Sioux tribe from Manderson, South Dakota. Today, she's going to share the story of the Buffalo Nation and the Lakota people. Taylor's role models are her parents and grandparents, who also offer her words of advice and encouragement. Her favorite food from her tribe is wajati, berry pudding, and a good old chocolate-covered donut from Tim Hortons. That's mine too. In February, she was honored to be a part of a photo shoot for Vogue magazine in honor of Women's History Month. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Taylor Campbell.
The Lakota creation story consists of many chapters and provides history to our teachings and traditions today. From our creation story comes the Buffalo Nation, or as we call them, the Tatanka Oyate. Long before our people lived on the earth, we resided within a sacred site known as Maka Onie, or Wind Cave. As Creator prepared the earth for the people to live, he instructed them to remain in this cave until he was ready for them to come out. Iktomi is a prominent character in many of our stories, known for his antics to trick and deceive people. One day, Iktomi decided to convince the people to come outside as he promised a better and more freeing life. Now, most didn't believe him. They knew he was a liar. However, a small group followed him. It was midsummer on the earth, and all life was in full bloom. To which Iktomi said, "I told you it's much better out here than it is in there." What he didn't tell them was that the earth did not look like this all the time. When winter came, many began to freeze and starve to death due to lack of supplies. The group realized they had been tricked and asked Creator for help. Creator came to them and said, "I warned you to stay inside until I was ready for you to come out. You were tricked by Iktomi to come out when you shouldn't have, so now I must punish you." He punished them by turning them into Tatanka, the buffalo. When he was ready for the others to come out, he told them to find and follow the buffalo herd, and they will provide food, shelter, and supplies. In the Lakota way, we acknowledge every living thing as a nation of its own, and everything we take from the earth, we must give something in return. As this buffalo herd were once people of our own, we did not take from them unnecessarily. To honor their sacrifice, we offer them tobacco, and to use the materials and supplies that they provided for us, we use the supplies and material resources they provided for us, we utilize each and every part of the buffalo. Aside from survival materials, we crafted other things, such as utensils, like this spoon made from a buffalo hoof. We also crafted adornment and accessories, like this parfleche bag made from dried buffalo hide and is painted for decoration. We also used buffalo hides for our winter counts, which were a timekeeping tool to record important events within our tribe and community. Within our tribe and community, all of our stories come with a lesson, and we use those stories, incorporate them into our Lakota way of life. In this story, I describe how the Tatanka Oyate came to be, and how the notorious trickster Iktomi gave us one of the backbones to our culture and identity as Lakota people. Thank you for allowing me to share a bit of my culture with you today. Iyuha wopila tanka hipi na doksha akewa chiankinte. Thank you for coming, and as we prefer to say, see you later. Thank you.
And as we're all sitting here and I got a captivated audience, just to remind you, the Miss Indian World public speaking that's going to be Friday afternoon is being held at Stage 49. It's going to be at 1:30 p.m. Following the competition is the annual Tribal Royalty Group Photo. So all current title holders who are attending the Gathering of Nations powwow are welcome to come join the group photo with Miss Indian World contestants. You must be wearing your crown and your sash to come on over and join. Again, that's going to be 1:30 at Stage 49. That's Friday afternoon. Like you said, it is tomorrow, right? I'm lost in days. All right, right now we're going to bring out contestant number 15, Ariel Aguilar. She's 25 years old, representing the Mescalero Apache tribe, coming to us from the Mescalero Apache Reservation here in New Mexico. Her Mescalero Apache traditional clothing, and one of her favorite people would be her grandmother because she is funny, compassionate, and tough as nails. She also loves fry bread and red chili. With that, give a round of applause. Contestant number 15, Ariel Aguilar.
Kende, Nahat Seransi Nanakai, Ariel Mercedes Aguilar Huncie, Mescalero Pachi Unshti. Good evening, everyone. I am also of Hispanic heritage. Buenas tardes a todos y muchas gracias por venir. My presentation incorporates tribal history and traditional clothing. The Apaches were nomadic and warriors that roamed throughout the Southwest. Our tribe is comprised of 3 bands, the Mescalero, Chiricahua, and Lipan. Our people hunted wild game, ate the food, and utilized the buckskin for clothing and moccasins. Behind me, I have 3 life-size Apache models. My 2 youngest siblings and my cousin, Shikisin, Jade Huyet, Shitetken, Ashley Huyet, Shilayan, Gabriel Huyet. Jade is wearing a traditional Mescalero-style camp dress and moccasins. The dress is one piece with an open square sleeve, while the moccasins have a standard round toe design. Jade ate more vegetables than I did. Our people use sinew, which is the tendon of an animal, for sewing as well as for jewelry. Jade is wearing a traditional bone necklace adorned with an abalone shell, sacred to our people. Ashley is wearing a Lipan-style dress. It is buttoned up in the front with a thin ribbon accenting the yoke. The sleeves are long with a rolled cuff. Her moccasins have extra fringe with the flap on the outside. I am wearing a traditional Chiricahua-style dress. It is 2-piece with a ruffle on the shoulder. The moccasins have a toe guard, which are utilized to prevent stickers or cactus from penetrating the moccasin. Gabriel is wearing Mescalero and Chiricahua-style clothing. The bandana is intended to hold back the hair and stop sweat, while his moccasins can be rolled up to the hip, attached to the belt, and will help in the cold winter season, as well as stop cactus and moccasins from getting into the shoe. His bone breastplate is a representative of the war times which our men would utilize the breastplate. Our people are unique in that we have integrated culture, traditions, and clothing. Our warriors fought for our survival. Some of our chiefs even spoke Spanish to help facilitate trade with Mexico. Apaches are strong, resilient, and we value traditions that uplift women. I am proud to be Mescalero Apache. Ihehe.
I'm trying to drag Miss Indian World out here with me to introduce the next part of the show. Give her a big round of applause. So, just so folks know about the Miss Indian World competition, the contestants competed in several areas over the course of the week. Essay, personal interview, public speaking, dance, and tonight's talent presentation. And so, how are you feeling for these young women?
I'm very excited for them. The talent part was my favorite part of the pageant, and I really enjoyed seeing the creativity that they put in.
Were you nervous for the girls today? Is it on?
Okay. Were the girls nervous? Did
No,
you ask?
what did you
Or
think?
was I nervous
Yeah.
for the girls? Oh, okay. I wasn't. I was very confident in them, actually. And I think one of the best things about this talent show is that these presentations are something that you can take with you into the rest of your year. So there was a number of times where I took my own talent presentation, and when I went to visit a school or some community, I actually based my talk off of my presentation. I had a good outline and a good structure, and so I think that that's one of the most useful things, and they'll be able to continue doing it even if they don't win Miss Indian World. They can take that to other places and share.
Absolutely. Like the sisterhood that is developed backstage is phenomenal. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, you all might not know this, but these girls have been in this auditorium for about 12 hours straight now, and they probably have not seen the light. Well, they definitely haven't seen the light of day today. And you
get really close with people when you go through something like that, you know. The only sunshine that they got to see was the sunshine in each other's faces, you know. So after that, you know, you miss each other when you leave because I don't know if anyone else has gone through some kind of big accomplishment with a group of other people, but you might be able to think back on that and relate that to what they're going through right now.
Absolutely. What was your favorite part of the year?
Of my year as Miss Indian World, my favorite part was the fact that I learned a lot that I didn't expect to learn. It was very difficult. I've shared that a few times. It was hard because I actually never did a pageant before. So I really leaned into the cultural ambassador kind of definition of it. And so that included a lot of like learning on the go and creation of new behavioral patterns. I'll get all technical here, but creation of new behavioral patterns, a creation of new relationships and a new lifestyle, and also creation of new regalia for myself. If you were here last year or if you'd seen the talent presentation from last year, I was wearing something that was traditional for my tribe's everyday sort of wear. So we had our maple bark skirts, no shoes, and just some necklaces and my basket cap, and that's kind of our everyday wear. However, the maple bark skirts don't really travel well. They're quite delicate, and I wanted to create something that I could wear for powwow, so I made this rendition of like our traditional kind of dress. The style here in some of our tribal patterns, this is the snake nose design, or in Kaduk language it's called Apsun Yufib, and lined with some of our clam shells from the ocean, and the fringe is decorated with some olivella shells from the ocean. Also, my uncle got these. And our dress, we were talking about this earlier today with the Red Hawk family, but our deer where I'm from are a lot smaller. So our dresses look different because of that use of the hide. And yeah, so normally our ceremonial dresses are covered completely with shells. Shells, pine nuts, abalone, all kinds of stuff, and you can't sit down in them, you know? And they're very heavy, sometimes up to 100 pounds. So I created this whole regalia for this, and that was really fun.
Awesome. Let's give her another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Can you help me introduce Energy Rising?
Yes, all right. So we're blessed today to have Energy Rising, a dynamic female-fronted reggae and R&B band hailing from Aotearoa, also known as New Zealand. A mother-daughter trio, this group is known for infusing the rich rhythms of reggae with the soulful melodies of R&B. This dynamic ensemble creates a unique musical fusion that resonates with audiences worldwide. Formed against the backdrop of New Zealand landscapes, their music reflects themes of love, empowerment, indigenous sovereignty, and pride, delivering messages of unity, positivity, and hope. Man, we all need that, don't we?
Right? Yeah. So please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Energy Rising.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
Kia ora koutou katoa, no mātou te whakamiharo kia tai mai, kia hoki mai, wainganui a koutou, e uri e nei, nā nganāti ka nganu, tūhoi hoki. We're Energy Rising. This is myself, my two daughters,
Kia ora.
Honey and Anna. If you were here in 2012, we brought a band with us. This time it's our blessing and honour to come back and share some more beautiful, positive vibrations, love and light from our ancestors and our family who we brought, who stood on the stage earlier as Wairoa Tapokoro. Give them a beautiful round of applause because we brought the grandchildren, the children, the cousins back with us because we love you. We love being reminded that we are totally grounded in the knowing and the being of our ancestors, and that's what connects us so powerfully as Indigenous whānau, Indigenous families across the world. Thank you for your blessings and thank you for having us tonight. this first song as a reminder of the tupuna and our ancestors and what they've done for us in the past, and that we too must stand strong. This one's an ancestor called Lua Kenana. You might have heard this on a movie from Aotearoa also. Tuai, prophet from the Urewera, oh, Lua, Lua Kenana. Lua Kenana, Tuai, prophet from the Urewera, Lua, Lua Kenana. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. He told his people not to go to war. Let the white man fight. The white man's war. Lua, 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 Kenana. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Shoot Lua left his world, this world. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Papa, Lua left his world, this world. Children of the misters, what they want to hide. Children of the misters, what they want to hide. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Shoo-ba-dee-doo-ba-dee-doo, Papa. Lua left this world. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Shoo-ba-dee-doo-ba-dee-doo, Papa. Lua left this world. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Shoo-ba-dee-doo-ba-dee-doo, Papa. Lua left this world. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Shoo-ba-dee-doo-ba-dee-doo, Papa. Lua left this world. So, leaving a legacy and leaving your mark on the world. What is going to be your legacy, your mark for your descendants to come? Thinking about the legacy. This next one we're going to do for you. It's called, we're going to bring somebody up, hopefully. He shows up in a little bit later in the song, but we're going to take it away. This is Jason over here on the guitar, who we met today. He's doing a fabulous job for Energy Rising tonight. Give him a round of applause. Ooh, oh yeah, oh yeah. Shoo-ba-dee-doo-ba-ba. Yeah, yeah. Whoa. To all the native, holding it down. On my bed, so blissfully unaware of distress. Oh, I've got to
My lyric bond, my mic, what that is my weapon. Center of the universe is where we come from. Hey, yeah, Mr.
Do for all of us, and if it wasn't for you, of course, and Melissa, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have come in 2012, and we wouldn't be here today. So ngā mihi nui kia kōrua tahi. Thank you very much. We are blessed. We got one more. He's going back to his job on props. This last one here is about the cycle of darkness and light, and how we move through darkness into the light, and there will always be darkness, but there will also always be light.
They tried to warn us about the lights we're leading, filling minds with hate and envy, losing love and harmony every day. Oh, tell me, Papa, what are we supposed to do? I'm feeling blinded by so many choices. I got no plan, show me the way. Tell me, Papa, what do you have to say? From darkness to light, from pain to freedom, oppression to liberation, from darkness to light, from darkness to light. Embrace your culture, your thoughts and your beliefs. Conscious messages are staying the same. Seize opportunities from stray. From the teaching, sounding hope, truth remains. Clouds are lifting, clouds are clearing for bleeds. You're the future plan, successfully you'll see. Within you, the answers you will find. Trust your instincts, they are always on time. From darkness to light, from pain to freedom, oppression to liberation, from darkness to light, from darkness to light, from darkness to light, from pain to freedom, oppression to liberation, from darkness to light.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. Beautiful blessings, everybody. Good luck with it gone. We are looking forward to it. We'll be on stage 49 tomorrow night with a full band if you want to come and rock with us tomorrow night. But good luck for all the beautiful contestants. It's a privilege and honor to be here to hear the stories from the past and the gifts from the ancestors. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, mauri ora ki a tātou katoa.
Hey!
invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
Wonderful job, Energy Rising. Also joined by Shimmy, who was on stage with them. Let's give Shimmy a big round of applause. My brother. I'm trying to get out of the way here. I promise you. Yeah. Special thanks to the Miss Indian World Committee, Beulah Sunrise, Deborah and Shauna Sunrise, Sharon Roberts, Tia Schindler, a former Miss Indian World, Tony Edwards Williams, Nikki Santros Petrie, where is she? Oh, get over here, girl. Cheyenne Kippenberger, a former Miss Indian World, Azela Humatiwa. Zels, hey, how are ya? And assistant programmer, and of course, Melanie Matthews, Miss Indian World Program Director. Stand up, Miss Indian World Program Committee. Where are you girls? They're all shy now. They're all shy. Woohoo! La, 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 la. Oh, okay. A special acknowledgement to Rick Huff from Some Stuff from Huff, Sound and Audio Dubs. And this guy takes care of us every year. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Rick. Vincent Guzman from Unit Sounds, Albuquerque Convention Center in downtown Miss Maggie Brown. If she wasn't here, we'd be just bumping into each other. Melissa Sanchez and the Emergence Event staff. Let's give them a big round of applause. They've done such an amazing job getting us all ready. And of course, a heartfelt thank you from the Gathering of Nations Powwow.
And, well, so the opening and closing song, Come On Over by DJ Shub, featuring Northern Cree singers. I want to thank him for that. And a friendly reminder of the policy, one person, one seat. There is more blankets than seats, so blankets will be picked up and can be claimed at Lost and Found. Please be kind and considerate. We appreciate and thank you for your cooperation. I think that's from RoboCop. But don't be that guy or gal being stingy. Sharing is caring. So remember, try not to cover up all the space, putting down blankets and then taking off, and give someone else a chance to sit down tomorrow.
I'm like that. There's maybe 3 of us at a POW, and I'll put out, blankets for 10 people just in case cousins come by. Yeah. That happens. So don't do that. You don't want to be that person. Okay, you ready?
Let's go.
Contestant number 16, Raquel Britton. She's 22 years old, representing the Yuki tribe. She is from Round Valley Indian Tribes Reservation in California. And tonight, she will be presenting the Yuki basketry. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Good evening, family, friends, and judges. My name is Raquel Britton. I come from the Round Valley Indian Reservation in Northern California. I'm with Unokonom, which means people of the big water. I'm a coastal Yuki. My people are also known as the Star People. A story is told is that we come from the north of the mountain. That big ball of light dropped us into the valley. We're also known as the ancient people and the ghost people. Tonight, I'll be showing you my traditional talent, which is basketry. What this basket I made right here for my presentation is a reed basket. What a traditional basket is made out of dogwood, redbud, willow, and almond wood. But before genocide happened to my people, we would go out and go gather these materials. What these people who had a gift were called the basket makers from our tribe. They would go out into groups and go gather the material together. The material meant everything to us. What it was known as our art, but also a way for our survival. What we use our material, want to help make baby baskets to carry our youth, our young children, and our new babies when we will travel up and down the coast. We're also used to make it for fishing, to cooking, and help store food for the winter. A basket tells a lot about a person and the character. But when I look at a basket, I ask myself, who is this person? What did he do? Where did he come from? For me, my people were almost wiped out. My people were almost wiped out. That we were pushed away from our homelands. That when only few of us survived, we hid and we preserved our culture as best as we could. We hid within this new group of people, which are 6 bands, which make up my reservation of 7 tribes, which are called the Concal, the Little Lake, the Pomo, the Wailaki, and the Nomalaki, and finally the Yuki. We hid amongst these people to preserve our culture. When our culture was almost wiped out, it was almost an end for us. That still, only few survived. When only few of us survived, we continue to thrive amongst the other people. But now we made a comeback. Went to California, to Northern California. We are taking back what is ours. That the Yuki people are here and we continue to thrive for those who are fallen and for those who continue to stand. Thank you.
I'm sure as they were doing their research, a lot of stuff has been coming up like this. So I'm super proud of these young women for just taking these challenges and learning about the past that probably wasn't as pretty. And so thank you for being here for them. Let's give them another big round of applause. Contestant number 17, Michelle Navacoya. She's 21 years old from the Comanche Nation from Elgin, Oklahoma. Tonight her storytelling is about traditional Comanche women's songs. She's going to share a song, and she's also an architecture student whose goal is to design and construct community buildings promoting health, safety, and environment. Her favorites include sports legend Jim Thorpe, golf, and tulips. And she said she also loves buffalo kidney, best cooked on the grill. Yummy. Hey, doesn't that sound yummy? Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 17.
Michelle Thamaroy Nevacoya. Hello everybody and good evening. My name is Michelle Nevacoya and I'm from the Comanche Nation of Oklahoma. This evening, I would like to present to you all a Comanche women's journey song. This is a dying tradition in my Comanche culture, and by singing and demonstrating this song, I would like to keep it alive. This song is about this woman and her man. She is seeing him off the night before he goes off on a war party. And war parties, they last for long periods of time, for months and years. She puts on a brave face for him to show him that she will be okay. But really on the inside, she's hurting and she's sad because she doesn't know when he'll be coming back home. She has made a vow to herself that she will not associate with her community until he has come back. She stands through all weather conditions, hot, cold, rain, snow, and wind. But she will continue to keep her promise to herself that she is going to stand there and wait there for him no matter how long it takes for him to return. Ikata, ika kwasi kosa kuvierai kudan, ikukutai ku, tai katoya wewe ki kukema tuma Uda Namaniqui, Saku Mansika Hubia Anakai, Viaka na Uda Namaniqui, Sevetuna. I'd like to give a big thank you to everyone for allowing me to speak to you all and allowing me to sing to you and for listening to me. Many traditions and cultures have been lost and their songs have been taken from them. But I want to continue and to preserve these songs. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you. Urakoki.
Woocha! Our next contestant, number 18, Shanoa Jones. She is 24 years old, representing the Dene. Coming to us from Red Rock Springs, Arizona. Tonight, her talent will be the roles and responsibility of a Dene woman. Currently, she is a student pursuing a career in construction management. Shanoa can operate the following heavy equipment: tractors, excavators, and dozers. And she enjoys hot Cheetos, a slush puppy, and a pickle from the trading post. So, give a round of applause to contestant number 18, Shanoa Jones.
Our sovereignty, language, and identity as Indian nations are embedded in our traditional ceremonies, which is still very much alive today across Indian country. For my traditional talent, I will be demonstrating the traditional hair tying and molding of a young girl during a puberty ceremony called Kinalta. Yad a shik ero shitane, she a Shanoa Jones in ishke, aronan shinigi ek ashin ishne, but ani pashishin to heglini dashet kanasane dashinale, akut ego denet can ishne, setli chipi toy dent nasha. I can't ko betsi ijoto betsi bek ohgi adeshli. In Navajo creation stories, the first kinalta was performed on a holy deity named Yoshgayasan, white shell woman. From that point onward, it was established that all young Dene girls would go through this ceremony. First and foremost, our hair is the foundation of our knowledge and wisdom. It is the spiritual connection with our Creator. That's why our elders say, don't cut your hair. This is Dogak Ehi Abanatik, a traditional hair tie made from deer hide that was not killed from a gun or an arrow. Our hair represents the rain, and the hair tie represents Shabakol, the sun rays. This is Be'ejo, a traditional hairbrush. A crucial part of the hair tying process is to leave a few strands of hair in front of her face for protection, but also to prevent baldness. During the durations of 4 songs, her hair is brushed from the top of her head to the tips of her hair. This is to cleanse her thoughts, but also to prepare her for womanhood and motherhood. After the hair tying process, she will lay down with her head towards the east and her feet towards the west. With our traditional weaving tools, she will be massaged from her foot upwards all the way up to her head. This is to mold and strengthen her physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual being. After this process, she will stand up and she will make a war cry and run towards the east. This is to send a message to our holy beings that their grandchild has completed this ceremony. In this case, she's gonna run backstage. Our sovereignty, our language, and our identity, is who we are as Indigenous people. Today, it is my role and responsibility to ensure that these traditional teachings and practices are preserved and carried forth for many more generations.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
Thank you. Contestant number 19, Mauricia Two Eagle. She's 25 years old, representing the Washoe tribe, Shoshone Bannock, Oglala Lakota Sioux. She is from Markaville, California. Tonight, she will be singing an educational song in Wisho and English. Her role models are her elders for their cultural resilience and rising above intergenerational barrier. Please, let's put our hands together for contestant number 19.
Angamaheji, digam digalai, di hanga angawi, leg cat Marisa tuigo, hanga lauti shilu lei, washishu alualei, miai angai. Hello everyone, welcome in. My name is Marisa Tuigo. Tonight I will be singing an educational song and a Washoe prayer song in the English and Washoe language. I'd like to inform everyone that the education and preserving our language is the top tier in our tribe, and we revitalize our languages within our schools, starting from Head Start, kindergarten, and preschool. Our Nong Nong Ong, our children, will benefit our culture richness, and they will carry that on to future generations, but starting with us. And I would like to sing the Itsy Bitsy Spider song in the English language, and I would like you all to sing with me. Itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again. Now I would like to sing it in the Washoe language. Zugana mizuku dangamabilawai. Dimawa ayutsia zugu pipi. Divalat wagewasha dima akai. Ashatsumanami dangamabilawai. Thank you guys. You guys did amazing. Now I'm going to sing a Washoe prayer song. That song is about the elders, the youth, and the adults want a better future for the future generations. They want them to be strong and resilient. The song is composed by the late Adele James and Washoe elders. Washi shu wahuyi de dehuya ish totally nang 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 hamuga we washa lezat gedem di hamuyash helu hlu ha get lulishki huta we wa ejab gabagi watling whipem do it a hush huta we wa ejab gabagi washishu digesh di anga hulel digesha anga hugabagi digesha anga hugabagi. Remember to keep striving for your education. Learn your language. Thank you for singing with me and listening. Malibi Gabigi, I will see you all later.
All right, moving along, we have contestant number 20, Joy Abrahamson. She is 23 years old, representing the Colville Confederated Tribes and Spokane Tribe, coming to us from Dissatel, Washington. Tonight, she'll be storytelling will be the talent, the Coyote Legend story. She enjoys eating dried deer meat and camas fruit. Her favorite movie is 8 Second. And a fun fact, she used to ride bulls. So give a round of applause to contestant number 20, Joy Abrahamson.
Why stemas usin chai squishin monks. Hello all my relatives, it is great to be here. My elders once spoke of a prophecy that stated there will come a time when our youth is too powerful to control, but our traditional stories and language will help teach them.
Long ago, these cultural teachings were taught orally. It is time we brought that back. A dark time arose in our area, and people were dying from starvation because the monsters in the south had built the dam that had stopped the salmon run. Coyote heard of the problem, and he came to help. When he arrived at the dam, he changed himself into a basket and floated towards the dam to distract the snipe sisters and monsters who guarded it. He broke the dam like he said he would, and he eventually brought the salmon up to the Okanagan following the Columbia. He eventually arrived in Smellcameen country and asked the people for a wife. The wife that he asked told him no because they do not eat the salmon which is ready to die. This insulted Coyote. He said, "You Smellcameen people, you will travel far to eat the rotten fish as you call it." Coyote eventually turned back to the Columbia, bringing the salmon with him, and built falls above the mouth of the Smellcameen. The salmon were unable to pass this barrier, and some salmon became sacred to test the Smellcameen people. If they eat the fish, they break the law and pay the consequences. Our legends are lessons. They ring with truth. Thank you all for taking the time to learn a little bit about my history in Titik and Sinkalip, Coyote and salmon, and also learning a little bit about the rivers that I currently advocate to restore. Wyatt Limlim, thank you for your time.
Amazing. Contestant number 21, Kaylee Schuyler. She's 21 years old, representing the Oneida Nation of Wisconsin. Herself, she is from Oneida, Wisconsin, and tonight her singing presentation will be singing a Women's Earth song. Kaylee's mother is one of her role models, and Deb Howland is her native hero for paving the way for Indigenous people to be recognized. Contestant number 21, Kaylee Schuyler.
Swagwe Katilio Niungets, Wage Sewage, Niwagita Loda, Wakale Oniote Aga, Niwakadon Joda, Gara de Lunkoane, Nidwagain, Oh Naga Igalhe, Galihoyani, He, Ungwehoeneha, Ne Madigsa, Ne Wagatsununi, Ne Ua Newehislad. Hello everyone, my name is Katilio, but my English name is Kaylee Schuyler. I'm happy to be here with you all tonight to share a piece of my Ungwehoe culture. I will be singing a Haudenosaunee woman's song. Where I come from, the Oneida Nation, which is also known as Oneoteaga, people of the Standing Stone, is one of the 6 nations of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy. This song is one of many that represents a piece of our creation story. When Sky Woman fell from Skyworld or Creator's Land, she landed on Turtle Island, and once she landed, she shuffled her feet in a counterclockwise direction to then create Mother the Earth. So we sing these songs in honoring our women, the life givers of creation. Dao na kunjokwa ne na soda hunsioste, ne no ya wahadilako ayoko nunukwe, ne nkununkwe neha, ne gawana dao ne unka, ahadilada lunja, ne nyokole jalu ne ngunjokwa, ne na sokodaze, ne na yoko nunukwe, dato induhak ne ngothingo anetok. Yawanko, I hope you all enjoyed and have a wonderful evening. Yawanko.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
All right, we're moving along pretty good. We're about halfway right now, so doing good. Next up, we have contestant number 22. 22, halfway? No? Okay, don't believe me. Cassie John, she's 24 years old, representing the Dene. Coming to us from Rock Point, Arizona. Tonight, her talent will be the Navajo song and dance. Her favorite foods are blue corn everything. Blue corn fry bread, blue corn cupcakes, blue corn pudding, blue corn fried shrimp. I guess that's about all. So let's give a round of applause to contestant number 22, Cassie John.
Yad Eshk Edo Shidana, She Cassie John Nishya, Toa Hana Nishle, Bit Ani Bashishin, Ashi had the Shedo Kitlachini the Chanele, the Nepikeya Danasha, Akut Ego, the Na Asana Nishle. Asa E Nida Nicho Yese Be Hahodojish.
Ayo wena hey yeah. Ayo wena ayo wena hey yeah. Hey yeah. Hey yeah. Hey ne yo we hey ne yo.
Good evening, all my relations. For my people, we uplift and carry on our Dene way of life through our stories, our ceremonies, and with our traditions. As a storyteller myself, I tell stories through my art and as a dancer. The dance I demonstrated, Nicho Yise, is a traditional healing dance from Nida, the enemy way ceremony. The purpose of this dance is to unwind the mind, Ninsehekes, rebalance our way of thinking. This is a dance for our warriors and for our veterans, to empower and strengthen their spirit. Nicho Yise and other traditional dances inspired what we now know as Navajo song and dance. It is at these social gatherings where my Dene come dressed in our finest attire. Young and old alike, we dance Shabik Echo clockwise. It is a ladies' choice dance where we skip to the rhythm of the drum beat, synchronizing our movements as one. Tonight, I would like to share with all of you the beauty of my Dene culture through the skip dance. Thank you for having me share my passion for dancing and my love for my Dene culture. As Indigenous peoples, it is vital that we carry on our traditions through our songs and dances. Ahyahat Ninsago.
Wasn't that cute? Aww. Contestant number 23, Soraya June Whiteplume. She's 20 years old, representing the Navajo and Northern Arapaho nations. Yeah. She's from Wind River Indian Reservation in Wyoming, and tonight her talent presentation is the hoop dance. Let's give it up for her, Soraya Whiteplume.
shikero shidinete, dos, neta ena, the naana, naasitana, nahanata ye hise. Hatat dina. Good evening, everyone. My name is Raya June Whiteplume. My Arapaho name is Nahanata ye hise, which translates to Red Hawk Woman. This evening, I will be sharing hoop dancing. Nuhu nata, danita nuhu, danana a, danika ena, heya justa stana, banati dini, hawuni, bakati nitanu nana, nuhu dana. This dance is a healing dance, with various formations representing the animals, the plants, and the creation of life overall. I hope this dance brings you good feelings. I would really appreciate your round of applause as it encourages me to make my way through my hoops. Ha-ho and a yeah.
Yep. Give her a round of applause. All right, coming on out, contestant number 24, Tia Titus. She is 25 years old, representing the lower Tanana, Athabascan, and Navajo, coming to us from Minto, Alaska. Tonight, her talent will be the history of a traditional morning song. Her favorite tribal food is moose head soup, and she's also pursuing to become a pilot and electrician too. And she also has the love of her dog, Yajra. So let's give a round of applause to contestant number 24, Tia Titus.
Da'inta, Seujra, Tia Titus, Benti Hutana Eslam, of Tani Trugal Sithna. Hi, my name is Tia, and I'm from Minto, Alaska. Benti, as we say it in my language, and I'm of the Fishtail clan. For my traditional talent, I'll be singing a Draktak Jalik, which is a slow song or a morning song that's made to provide healing and strength to the families going through mourning or loss. This Draktak Jalik was made by Julius Bettis of Nenana, Alaska, and although not from Minto, Nenana and Minto share the same dialect and the same culture, so many songs have been shared between the two. Julius Bettis had composed this song for his late son who had passed as a child due to illness. Upon greeting the village
Upon greeting the village in his boat, he was met by his family and his friends, and they slowly began to listen to the tune that he was singing as he pulled up on the bank. In a couple minutes, they began to catch on to the tune and sing with him in unity, also sharing his heartbreak. The name of the song is Segoya, and Segoya means my baby or my child. Another word in the song is Chogotsin, and Chogotsin is the most powerful, most strong word in our language, and that means love. For those in the audience who have experienced sudden loss or are going through mourning for a loved family member, I hope that this song brings you peace and comfort. Hey ho, Sequoia. Hey ho, Sequoia. Sadena. Hey ho, 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 Sequoia. Rock Watson, Caloret, Sagron, Notin, Notos, Uten, Sneeten, Da Ifrit, Sadena. Hey, hey, ho, 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 ho. Sequoia. Anabasi, thank you very much.
She's crying. That was so beautiful. Let's give her another big round of applause. And how about this pit crew? Oh my God, we are so lucky. Contestant number 25, Violet Kampelman. She's 18 years old, representing the Quinault Alutiiq Nations. Her hometown is Tuhala, Washington. Tonight, her talent presentation should be sharing the legend of the Sky People. Violet's career ambition is to protect Indian country's natural resources. She can speak both French and Japanese. Ooh, hey? And she's proficient in the artistic technique of speed painting upside down. Ooh. She has a specific snack, Quinault blueback, on cedar stick over a fire with alder and cherry wood. Especially precious to her is spending time with her tribal elders and listening to their stories. Please put your hands together for contestant number 25, Violet Kampelman.
A very long time ago, Raven had 2 daughters. As they laughed and played, time escaped them and the sky began to get dark. They fell asleep and began to dream. But as they awoke, they were in the land of the Sky People. The older sister wanted the North Star she saw, while the younger sister wanted the West Star. The older sister star was a handsome, strong warrior, while the younger sister star was a cruel and ugly old man. As the little sister cried, her tears fell on Raven's house like rain. So Raven called his friends for war. was snake, eagle, bear, cougar, and wolf. A war had broke out between the sky people and Earth, and Sky had won and sent Earth back home to her heel. Raven asked Kokone, Spider Woman, for her silk of rope to return home. But you see, Kokone was not easy, for she was mean and selfish. But Raven tricked Kokone and stole her silk rope, and one by one, animals began to descend back to Earth. But the rope had broke, for it was not strong enough. And that is why, when you look into the sky, you can see the animals left behind in what we call the constellations. The moral of this legend is to be careful what you wish for.
Well, what did you guys think? Pretty amazing. Again, we'd like to thank our panel of esteemed judges, Chimiigwech to each and every one of you, and all of you that made your way here, that bought a ticket and supported this Miss Indian World pageant. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Good for you.
And don't forget, you want to get there early tomorrow, and with more competition as well for all of our contestants. They have their public speaking will be tomorrow at stage 49 at 1:30, and also right after grand entry tomorrow evening we'll have their dance portion. And Saturday, immediately after grand entry, will also be the crowning of Miss Indian World.
And that's the end of our show, Jason. Let's give him a big round of applause. Let him know how much we love him.
Just so I can quote The Mask, they love me. They love me. They really, really love me.
He sometimes wonders. I'm not going to lie. But thank you all for coming, each of you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't sit down yet. We got the name coming up. We're going to be bringing...
One more time. Who wants to see them one more time?
Oh, the Miss Indian World Contestant.
Ladies and gentlemen, how very fortunate we are to have shared with us an empowering spectrum of Native American and indigenous tradition, culture, and languages. Everyone, let them hear how much we appreciated their traditional talent presentations. They have style, they have grace. thank you all for your support of the Miss Indian World Traditional Talent Presentations. We'll see you tomorrow and Saturday at the Pow Wow Grounds at Expo, New Mexico for the world's largest powwow, the Gathering of Nations. Let's powwow!
All right. From the Kashaya Band of Pomo Indians, contestant number 1, Araya LaRose.
From the Oto Missouri tribe, Seneca Leclerc Haragera.
Representing the Yakima tribe, contestant number 3, Bree Peters.
From the Seminole tribe of Florida, contestant number 4, Tomlin Billy.
From the Muskogee Nation, contestant number 5, Claudia McHenry.
From the Porch Band of Creek Indians, contestant number 6, Cassidy Murphy.
From the Colville Confederated Tribes and Coeur d'Alene Tribes, contestant number 7, Sydney Lynn Matheson.
From the Dene Nation, contestant number 8, Sharon Otero.
Representing the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation, contestant number 9, Alexis Ojik.
From the Akmel Autumn San Carlos Apache, contestant number 10, Lehua Lani Dosela.
And from the Gun Lake tribe, contestant number 11, Shabane Bush.
From the Shoshone Bannock tribes, contestant number 12, Devlin Hall.
From the Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe, contestant number 13, Rosalina Hunt.
From the Oglala Sioux tribe, contestant number 14, Taylor Campbell.
Representing the Mescalero Apache tribe, contestant number 15, Ariel Aguilar.
From the Yuki tribe, contestant number 16, Raquel Britton. From the Comanche Nation, contestant number 17, Michelle Navacoya.
And representing the Dene, contestant number 18, Shanoa Jones.
From the Washoe tribe, Shoshone Bannock, Oglala Lakota Sioux, contestant number 19, Marisa Two Eagle.
And from the Colville Confederated Tribes and Spokane Tribes, contestant number 20, Joy Abrahamson.
From the Oneida Nation of Wisconsin, contestant number 21, Kaylee Schuyler.
And representing the Dene, contestant number 22, Cassie John.
From the Navajo and Northern Arapaho, contestant number 23, Zariah June White Plume.
From the Lower Tanana, Athabascan, and Navajo tribes, contestant number 24, Tia Titus.
From the Quinault and Aleut, contestant number 25, Violet Kapoman.
Go ahead, let's cheer on all of our young ladies as they come on in. I'd now like to introduce my co-host, a champion shawl dancer in her own right, and a TV producer all the way from Long Plains, Manitoba, Lisa Meeches.
Everybody, welcome to the Miss Indian World competition as we crown our new Miss Indian World. Let's give it up for Jason Let's give it up for Jason. Oh my. The Miss Indian World Competition began on Wednesday with personal interviews, traditional presentation, and yesterday, public speaking and the dance portion.
Awards are given in each category. One award is by the contestants themselves. It is Miss Congeniality.
And the winner of this year's Miss Congeniality is from Notzinho, Mexico, Sharon Otero.
And the best essay goes to, from Stewart's Point Ranchero Reservation, Araya LaRose.
Congratulations. Best public speaking is awarded to Casey John. Congratulations.
And the winner of the best interview goes to Shabane Bush, representing the Gun Lake tribes.
Congratulations. And the best traditional presentation goes to Shanoa Jones. Congratulations. The best dancer with 125 points from the Oglala Nation, Miss Taylor Campbell.
Now, over the course of the pageant, 25 acclaimed judges' votes went toward the accumulated point system. The winner of Miss Indian World has the highest accumulated points. Now, let's get to the crowning.
Second runner-up is with 2,930 points. From the Dene Nation, contestant number 18, Shanoa Jones.
Let's give her another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And the first runner-up accumulated 2,945 points. From the Keisha Band of Poma Indians, Arella LaRose. Congratulations. Let's give her another round of applause.
And here we go. Miss Indian World 2024 accumulated 3,034 points. Representing the Dene. Coming to us from Rock Point, Arizona, Cassie John.
COZAD singers, stand by. We're going to ask you for an honor song for Miss Indian World. All right, everybody, give her a big round of applause. The Navajo Nation, Cassie John. How many of you know where Rock Point, Arizona is? Now you do. Now you do. We're all going to drive through Rock Point, Arizona, where Miss Indian World comes from. All right. Congratulations to Cassie John. And only the immediate family of Miss Indian World should come down to the floor. We have the COZAD drums standing by. We're going to ask for an honor song. And I'd like to thank Lisa Meaches and Jason Whitehouse, Nikki Santos and Rick Huff for all of their work here. Beautiful speaking on the floor. And also the beautiful flowers are made by Shauna Sunrise Make It Beautiful Designs. And that's hashtag Make It Beautiful Designs with an S.
Yat Eshk Edo Shidina, Cassie John, Miss Indian World, inviting you to the Miss Indian World traditional presentations, Thursday, April 24th at the Albuquerque Convention Center. Showtime at 7 p.m. See you there.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
The Gathering of Nations, we've had over 3,300 dancers in the Grand Entry.
We're represented, you know, not only the natives, but every race in the world, and everybody's invited.
There's a magic about the gathering.
Free speech and hate speech are not the same thing. Hate speech can cost someone their peace of mind, safety, and even their life. Things no one can afford to lose. Think before you post. The more you know.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.
Everyone is invited. Make your plans to attend the Gathering of Nations, North America's biggest powwow.
There's a magic about the gathering.